Whoops, there we go. There are the badges. And we've got an interesting size again. I keep forgetting how big to make this. Let's see. It's going to need a reduction at some stage. Yeah, we're going to stay on red. This one's got a lot of brown in it, so there's probably going to be a lot of blue or shades of blue in this negative image. So, oh, it didn't beep. That's funny, but it happens quite a bit with me when the buttons don't beep, or the on-screen buttons, should I say. See if we can make this one nice. Oops. Okay, let's see. Not doing a hue, we decide not to. Okay, what is it? We've seen these before. This is another one. It is Mossman Daily. Okay, not far from where I live. Let's see if we can just put it on the glass nicely. It's a bit bigger than a B4 and a bit bigger than an A4. It's one of them odd sizes, which I find annoying. Very annoying. Extremely annoying. Well, maybe not extremely, but it is annoying. Right, horizontal is going to be a reduction. We're going to reduce it slightly. So it's going to be, we're going to make this one 87% horizontal. And this one is going to be an even bigger one. So how big are we going to make this reduction? Going to make this one 50%. How the fuck is that? Is that how far we're going? I'm trying to think. It's less than an A3. It's not as big as an A3, so we're just going to clear that number just there. It's not quite as big as an A3, so we're going to make it. See, even that's too fucking big. I don't know, I'm not good with this intuitive shit. So let's call it, fuck, 79%. We'll make it 79%. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I fucking hate it when I can't get a flow happening. I really hate this type of original, size-wise. I'm always getting it wrong. It's really hard to get a good size from this. I got a feeling I've made the X too short. It's not gonna fit. Yeah, we got the horizontal looking okay. It's not perfect, but we're short. We've made it too small. We've fucked up. Now we're just gonna go and correct ourselves. So this should be, by rights, 90 something. So 90% for the horizontal. And yes, we've got to make that a bit big, a bit smaller. So we're going to make this one 76%. Oh, pressed it too hard. There's the input error, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong. Let's just get this happening. And let's see if we've made this a better size. I'm wondering if the colours could be changed, or good question. So I'm just trying to think what we can do to improve the colours. I don't know if I like the red with that. I'm wondering, I was expecting to find lots of blue in this image, but I haven't. So we're going to, it's probably going to look shit. We're just going to, I'm going to make it blue for some reason. I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm wondering if maybe the hue could be used to warm things up with the coolness of blue. I got a gut feeling it's going to be shit. It's going to look even worse. But anyway, let's see if the hue makes it, improves it. It's so hard to throw myself in the deep end trying to do different things to what I normally do. I think the red just blends in. It's not quite blended, but there's too much of the red. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if the blue scheme looks a lot nicer. Yeah, now it looks fucking cold. I knew that would happen. It looks too fucking cold. But it's a different effect anyway. So we're going back to the drawing board, so to speak. I knew it would come out like shit. All blended and fucked. So I'm wondering, if we do brown, it's all going to fade in with all the other colour. Fuck. So what are we going to use for this? So where are we going? I don't know what to do with this. This is fucking awful. So I'm wondering if magenta? Is magenta going to look good? So it's going to be interesting to see if we can make magenta into something good. So we're going to make it, it's probably going to look shit. I know it's going to look shit. What else have we got to do? Go back to the hue. Cool it down. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not doing a very good job. My intuition seems to be fucking me over. And again, it's too fucking short. I didn't want that. Fucking up. It's like I'm doing it all wrong. I just can't get the flow happening. It should be an easy one to do colour-wise. And size-wise, it's a load of shit the way I've got it. Anyway, that looks nice image-wise. I can just see little bits of green, which just go so nicely with that. So, I like the colour scheme. Now we're just going to get the length of it right. So we're just going to get the length correct. We're going to just... So how big is this fucker? It is bigger than A4, so it's going to need a reduction. So just a little reduction by the looks of things. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go... We're going to make it 96%. Oops, we just pressed it too... I don't know why it does that. It's not a problem. It just gives you that input error. Silly Konica Minolta copier design. This is going to be a prolongated demo, trying to get this looking a treat. So let's see if 96% lengthwise becomes a lot better than 90%. So we can have, I'm just trying to think, what are we going to do? And yes, it's quite a nice fit. It's probably not perfect, but I think it's close enough to it. If I could somehow memorise what I've done here, that'd be great. But yeah, I think it was worth the trouble. It looks good.